Hey everybody, so I heard you're learning about shapes and I wanted to do a couple things with you. One is an experiment you can try at home, and then the second is just some explanation on different types of shapes and uses of them. So I know you're probably all familiar with the typical circles and squares, but I wanted to show you how engineers and scientists use different shapes for different purposes. So one thing I thought was pretty interesting is, if you can see this picture, these are typical barges that you might see out on a river. And so the shape of these in particular is pretty long. They're wide as well, and there's a little bit of a curve in the front that you can see. I'll show a better picture of these out of the water. So scientists or engineers use this shape in order to help the water go under the barge. They also know they're not going to be going very fast. And so essentially this is used for moving a lot of goods so you can carry a bunch of weight on it. But if you wanted to go really fast, you would want to try and optimize that design. So they come up with some different solution for a type of vessel that goes really quick in the water. So you can kind of notice right away the difference in shape on this. It's got a nice point coming down to it on the bottom of the hull. And then it's also got what you would consider a deep V. And you'll also see that not a lot of that hull is actually in the water, so that reduces your drag, so you can go really fast on the water. And then another example might be, well, what if you wanted to, have a decent speed on the water, but also carry a lot of weight and make it comfortable at the same time? So in that instance, you can kind of think of a cruise ship, which we have a picture of here. And you might notice something that sticks out right away is, what is this odd little like ball or bulb on the bottom? And so the purpose of that is that actually gives the cruise ship a smoother ride, because the way that the water actually flows over this bulb and then hits the point on the hull back here, it enables a lot smoother ride for a cruise ship that might be out on the ocean. So some neat examples of different types of shapes and how people apply them in the real world. And then one thing I wanted to show you with an experiment, I kind of made a couple of these boats on my own. So the first one here is kind of representative of something that you might want to move a little faster through the water. So it's got the point on it. So I've got my water bowl here, and you can put some weight in there. I just took a couple of pennies and that, and you can try loading them down. And if you push this through the water, you'll notice it goes pretty smooth without a whole lot of effort in there. It goes pretty quick across. And then kind of like our barge example. So this one's a lot bigger in size. You can put a whole bunch of weight in here and carry a lot, but it's got these rounded edges, so it doesn't really move as efficiently through the water as the other one does. But so different examples of shapes out in the real world. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and it might give you something to try at home.